All right, welcome back. In this video part 3, we have finished our GUI, we've named our components, and now we're ready to start adding in code blocks. So I'm going to try to create a couple videos here to show you how to add in code blocks. So let's begin. So the best way to go through coding is to decompose the problem. This is really, coding is about decomposition, where you're breaking problems down um, into smaller parts. So I first want to start by starting with my button that takes a picture, because that's the first thing that we're going to have to do. So let's go down here and find BTN take picture, and I want to click on that button to take a picture. I'm going to go ahead and call my camera. So you go down and you find your camera, camera 1. And I didn't name camera 1 because we only have one camera, and it's pretty simple that we have camera 1. And then here, one thing I did have to learn, thanks to Ethan, is that after you take a picture, you need to do something with it. So what do we want to do afterwards? We want to set it to our canvas. So we're going to go down into our canvas drawer, and we look at that. You found one that says set your background image to. And here you want to go ahead and get the image. Okay, so now that will set your image, and I will do a video a little bit later about connecting your AI companion. So that will set your image to the background, and you're ready to go. So now what happens next? So now what happens next is they should start to click a color. So we're going to go here and click on BTN red. You scroll to the top, and when they click on BTN red, you want to pick the canvas color. So you go down to your canvas, you click on this, and you're going to scroll down and say, okay, set my paint color, there it is, set my paint color to, and then up here you can go ahead and get a color. So you go to your colors drawer, and it's my red button, so I'm going to choose the red color. And that's basically it. That's how you change the paint canvas color. So now really I want to do button green and button blue, and they're really identical to this, so I'm just going to right click and duplicate this, and then here I'm going to say, okay, this is button green, change this to a green color. I'm going to duplicate that again. I'm going to change this to button blue, and I'm going to change this to a blue color. And in MIT, it really does not matter if these are side by side, upside down, out of order. I'm not a big fan of that in MIT, but that's how it works. I'm a Java programmer, so I like things to be in order, and then we're ready to go. Okay. What else could we do in this? I think in the first part of this, we needed a way to clear our screen. So what we did is we put in an accelerometer in there. Let me see if I have an accelerometer in there. And I do not have an accelerometer in there, so you go back to your designer. It's not at the bottom, and you go into your sensors drawer, and you pull out an accelerometer, and you throw it into there, and now you can see I have an accelerometer in there. So if you ever get to your coding blocks and it's not there, then you need to go back and add it to. Now you can go to accelerometer, and you could say when it's shaking, I want to clear my canvas. So you're going to go up to your canvas, and you're going to scroll down, whoa, went by it, and you're going to call canvas clear, and you're ready to go. So now we just selected color, we took a picture, and we went ahead and were able to draw on the canvas with a red, green, and blue button, and now we can shake it and get it to clear. Okay. All right, so what else can we do to this? We can do some speech recognition in here. Let's go ahead and start doing the upgrades. So the upgrades are going to be the custom button. So what we want to do here is I want to click on my custom button. And when I click on the custom button, I have these horizontal arrangements. Now the cool thing about horizontal arrangements is that when I make them visible and invisible, everything that's inside of them becomes visible and invisible. That's another great reason why you want to use them. So I'm going to go to logic, and this is true, and then I'm just going to copy this, and say that this is now HA green. Copy that again, and now this is HA blue. And there you have it. When you click on those buttons, that horizontal arrangement will become visible. Now, the problem is they were already visible. So what we want to do is we want to go to screen 1, and when the app is initialized, we want to go ahead and copy this, pull that out there, grab these 3 blocks, drag them over here. Let's get rid of that block by right-clicking and hit delete block. When I initialize the app, when the app initially shows up on your screen in your tablet or your phone, you want those to be off. So now those will be off. When you click the custom button, those will come on and those will appear. Now we need to go ahead and start setting our values for our sliders. So we're going to click on your slider, and when you slide, position change. Oh, I know what we didn't do. Back up here, we didn't govern the LBL pen size slider to work. So let's go back and do that. That'll still be in the basics. So LBL position change for your pen size, you want to go ahead and set your pen size text to be the thumb position change. And then you can see that. I think you can see that. Okay, if not, I'll just reduce that a little bit. And you hit the control button and the scroller, and those will zoom out. And then the next thing I want to do is set my pen size to my canvas. Well, if you go into Canvas and you look into Canvas, they really don't have pen size. They have font size, and they also have line width. And that's really what we're dealing with here today. When we draw a line, we're drawing a line width. So we want to go ahead and change this to the thumb position change. Okay. And then the next thing we need to do, we haven't done this yet, is we need to put in some code to draw a line. So you go to Canvas and you say, when I drag on my canvas, okay, let me see if I can get this a little bit better organized. Okay, let's move this down a little bit. I like to be in order, so I will put these over here. Okay. This over here. All right, so now we can zoom back in. You're ready to go. You guys can see my screen. So now what we want to do is here is when we drag on our canvas, we want to draw a line on our canvas. So you go to, there it is, draw a line. And then these are kind of like little Mario coins up here. Anytime you see these, you want to go up here and grab one of these. So X1, you want to get the previous X. Y1, that's your previous Y. Current X is your X2. Current Y is your Y2. And then you're ready to go. You're ready to draw a line on your canvas. All right, let's keep going. We'll move right along into our upgrades now. So now the sliders become visible. So we're going to go ahead and take this slider here. Where is it? Slider red. So let's go to slider red. And when slider red position changed, we're going to go ahead and set our label red value text to get thumb position change. Now, there's other ways of doing this, but I like to use variables. So let me show you how to introduce variables. So we're going to go to variables, and we're going to create a global variable, and I'll call this variable red value, lowercase r, capital V, and I'm going to initialize it to a mathematical value of 0. And RGBs take in 0 to 255, so that's why I want this to be a number. And I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to copy this again. And then this is going to be the green value. And this one over here is going to be my blue value. And there we're good. Okay, so now what we want to do is I want to go ahead and set. So I want to start to set these values. So you go to your drop down bar. I'm going to set my red value to whatever the thumb position change is. Now we'll start to set that variable. Now what we want to do is go to our canvas and create a color of that color. So we want to go to Canvas, and I want to set the paint color to, and I'm going to go up to making a color, to your colors, and I'm going to go ahead and make a color, and you're going to notice these come out in RGB. RGB stands for red, green, and blue, and that's going to give them the chance to choose 16,777,216 different colors. So what I do here is I'm going to get rid of these blocks of code. You can drag them into your trash can, or you can right click on them and hit delete, and then I'm just going to go back to my variables and say go ahead and get that variable for me. So this variable, I want it to be my red variable. I'm going to copy this, duplicate it, and this is going to be my green variable, and I'm going to copy that, and this is my blue variable, and there you go, you're ready to go. Now what I thought would be cool to do on this is to go ahead and color something that we have on the screen. So if you look back at our screen, I have this little box here with these green values in it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this top box. Why? Because it's right above my sliders, and I chose that. So I'm going to go to my HA1, my horizontal arrangement 1, and I'm going to say set the background color of it. There it is, set the background color to, and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this to this color here. And now you're done. So that basically lets the user choose any color that they want and place that on the screen. All right. All right, welcome back. So essentially, when I have the red slider finished, that's a problem over there. So that's what the problem was. It was telling me I've duplicated. I'm going to duplicate this and basically just make this my slider for green, and then down here I'm going to go to LBL green value, and this is going to be my green value, and then that's finished. Now the green one's working exactly like the red one. I can duplicate that again. I love the duplicate button. It's so fast, so quick and easy. Change this to the blue. Change this to the blue value. Change this one here to my blue value variable, and now you're ready. So now you can draw anything on the screen that you want. You can pick 16,777,216 different values. So now what we want to do is just do voice recognition. So I'm going to go down here to my voice recognizer, and I go to BTN voice. When I click on it, I'm going to call my speech recognizer, and I'm going to tell it to get the text. And then after getting the text, I'm going to tell it to put it in my LBL voice text, put my results, get my results, and put them in there. Okay. And then also what I want to do now is I want to do a test on it. So I'm going to do a control variable with an if statement. And I'm going to put a couple elfs in here. So you just drag your elfs, you go to your blue button. If you miss that, you just click on your blue button. That's your morph button. And you morph this if statement a little bit. And I'm going to use a logical comparative variable here to say if my get results is equal to, and then you create a text and you can write in here. And you could say something like take picture. And you want to keep this lowercase, if not it won't work. And you want to spell it right. Obviously I don't know how to spell. So I'm going to take picture. If it's going to take the picture, then I want to go ahead and call my camera like we did before. Where's my camera at? Camera 1. Call camera 1, take the picture. And then we could also do some other options here, not just taking the picture. Now let's do some other things in here. I'll show you how to do this. So if we go duplicate, and if I say smile, so if I say smile, then we're going to call take the picture. Okay. If I duplicate this, and if I say cheese, then we will take the picture. Okay, so you can just keep putting as many things as you want in there. what happens if I say, let's go do another one here, duplicate this. What happens if I say erase? We could clear our canvas. So then you go back to canvas and you want to say clear my canvas. And if you want another if statement, you go back to your blue block, put another if in there. And then if you, let's say you said clear the canvas. It's nice to give people choices. And then you could use your speech, text-to-speech notifier, and you could just say, up here you could say a text like copy that, and you could say taking picture. And then over here you could say something like, I don't need that. We could right click on this and duplicate it and put one of these in each one of these boxes and say something funny like you have a great smile. This is how you really make your apps fun. You duplicate this and you could say taking picture. And then over here you can say clearing canvas. Okay. We'll do one more and that'll be it. Put it down in here. Clearing canvas. All right, and you're finished. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope this helps, and we will see you soon. Bye.